back, but you know what? Give me 1 second. I'm gonna smoke a bowl real quick. Let's play you some theme music here real quick. This is our intro song, by the way, so enjoy. All right. Alright, that's what it is. I got some fire ass weed from my brother on for Christmas. Shout out, chimps. All right, so what am I getting into? I had so much shit that I had written down in my notes and like done practice episodes for, and I just scrapped them because like it came off too like rehearsed feeling, or like I'm trying to stick to an order. And as soon as I like stopped following the order, like when I'm listening back to the old podcast, as soon as I stopped listening to that order, and I started like just kind of like free flowing, like the podcast just got way more funner. So I decided to just start this just right off the bat. Like fucking, I don't give a shit if it's all over the place, or like my intro of myself, or fucking stuff I wanted to talk to like got glazed over, because I'm gonna get into that and it'll come out in different episodes and different interviews and shit like that. Oh, so before I start diving into like what I do and why I do what I do, I'm gonna talk about let's talk about some shit I'm into. What am I into? Well, I love fucking rap music, West Coast rap music. Bone Thugs and Harmony is my favorite fucking group. Crazy Bone specifically is my favorite artist. Crazy Bone, Nate Dogg, Crazy Bone and Nate Dogg are probably my top two favorite. I love fucking West Side Connection, Mac Dre, Andre Nicotina. I love fucking Texas rap. Oh my god. Fucking UGK, you know what I'm saying? Bun B, Pimp C, rest in peace, Pimp. Fucking Slim Thug, fucking Paul Wall. Old school Riff Raff, before Riff Raff got famous, when he was doing shit like fly red dragon on a stretch pearl rug, like when when he was on some like if you don't know, I can't explain to you. Like, you can't even find this old shit on the internet anymore. But that's not like a great example of Texas rap, but like no, I could go on, you know what I'm saying? Like fucking Zero, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Anyway, even fucking Mike Jones era was pretty hard, to be honest. Yeah, like Lil Kiki, like I know all the, you know, fucking underground shit too, you know what I'm saying? I love me some fucking SPM, South Park Mexican. I feel like that fool is Mexican Tupac. What else? Let's see. Fucking, I'm forgetting a lot of shit. Of course, grew up on like DPG, fucking Daz, Corrupt, all the Snoop shit, fucking MC8. You know what I'm saying? All of that. I'm also into like all the white boy music too, you know what I'm saying? But like, I'm particular about it. It's got to be like kind of more like hardcore type of feel. Well, I'm using that term wrong. I don't know. I guess, for example, I would like System of a Down, fucking Suicidal Tendencies, Sublime, Red Hot Chili Peppers, you know what I'm saying? Some shit like that. On another tip, like fucking Nako Bear and Medicine for the People. Nako Bear is fucking goes. That's some beautiful fucking music. Shout out to Nako. Maybe we'll have him on the podcast someday. I got to meet him actually, I think twice. Anyways, and then that's for like old school rappers. For new school rappers, oh man, I like new school rappers, to be honest. Not all of them, but like a lot. First that comes to mind is the homies. And you'll see these fools, they're fucking everywhere. Let me think here real quick. What do I want to say? I guess I'll just shout out people and be on the lookout for Cashy SD, at Cashy SD. Look out for Dana Mar, at Dana Mar, AMAR, DANE. Like, those are my people, and they're fucking on the motherfucking come up right now. And no, I slap their shit all the time. Fucking outside, and that's like San Diego. Outside of that, and like I said, we can go deep into each one of these subjects. I'm just kind of like going off whatever's off the dome, right off the dome piece. Oh shit, I forgot to set the timer. Um, and then like and then more like mainstream would be like I like Kodak Black. I've been slapping the shit out of Kodak Black lately. Um, Kodak goes fucking hard, dude. He got bars. Holy shit. And then of course mixtape Wheezy. Fucking, I like any of the Carters, any of the Droughts. Those are all good. Um, what else? Oh, new school. What am I thinking? That's new school. King Lil G. King Lil G is one of the absolute realest rappers of all fucking time. If you say there's no real music anymore, go listen to King Lil G, Cold Christmas. That's King Lil G, Cold Christmas. Just go listen to that shit. I never met King Lil G, but I would love to smoke a blunt with him, have him on the interview on the podcast someday. What else? I'm into fucking BMX bikes, old school BMX bikes though. Like 80s GTs, early 90s even, like Haros and you know what I'm saying? Just all that shit. That's a whole topic and conversation on its own too. What else am I into? Oh, motorcycles. Obviously, I fucking love motorcycles. Dirt bikes, street bikes, three-wheelers, quads, fucking anything. What am I riding right now? Currently is for the dirt. We've got a two-stroke. We got a YZ250, a Yamaha YZ250. That is, it's ported, polished, piped, jetted. That motherfucker is one of the fastest bikes I've ever fucking touched in my life. Actually, it's so stupid, scary fast. Like, something else had to have been done to this thing before I bought it because it's absolutely fucking terrifying. So we got that. We got a XR80. My son rides. We got a KL. It's a Honda XR80. Those you don't know. We got a Kawasaki KLX 110. That was my little man's first bike. I got. We got a little pit bike that's broken. We got an 84 Honda ATC 250R. Unfortunately, it's the air-cooled one, but it's still fucking pretty illmatic. It's really clean. We got another one called the Deathmobile. It's like a Yamaha. I want to say like XT or YT. I don't even know. It's like one of those weird old school ones, but it's a fucking two-stroke with a twist throttle and no suspension and balloon tires. It's called the Deathmobile because every person outside of our family who's ever ridden it has gotten fucking jacked up. And then we've got, my pops has got I want to say it's like a 1970 something Honda CR250 Elsinore. That shit's crazy. Unfortunately, it's fucking seized, but I mean, it's a two-stroke. That's not shit to get rebuilt, so we got to do that. What else am I into? I would say I'm also so what I do and what I'm into and where this story actually picks up off of from after breaking my neck and all that. I was working at Staples. Oh no, sorry. Before I started working at Staples, actually. So I was at Phone Bike Center and I broke my neck and I'm at home and I'm just like all fucked up and my homegirl ends up hooking me up with a job actually. But before that job, I'm there with my broken neck and me and my mom are in the kitchen and we're just chopping it up and it's like, dude, like, we need to figure out fucking something to do, man. Like, we need because she needed a new career at the time and like, I need a new career. And it's like, man, like, I don't, like, what are we gonna do? Like, I was gonna be a firefighter, you know? Like, it's always been in my heart to help people. And to have that kind of like taken from me, it felt like I was just like, man, like, I'm not gonna be a firefighter. I don't even know what to do, you know? So we come up with this idea of like, yo, like, we can teach babies how to swim and save their lives. And we find out that, yo, like, drowning is the leading cause of death for children 5 and under. Or sorry, it's the leading cause of accidental death for children 5 and under in the world. In the world. And the statistic is actually, it keeps growing, but when I first started, it was something like, I want to say like 46 or 47% of adults in the world can't swim. Now the statistic has jumped to something like 52 or 55% of adults in the world can't swim. And I know statistics are just fucking whatever, but like in my personal experience, I feel like pretty much about half of my clients that I have do not know how to swim, like adults. So sorry, I'm like, whoa, dropping stuff. Okay, sorry, dropping my phone. So what we did was we put our heads together. It's like, yo, let's teach babies how to fucking swim and save their lives. So what we do is we teach babies as young as 6 months old how to swim and save their lives, and how to float, roll on their back, and be able to swim and float and swim and float. And all of our kids pass the fully clothed skills test by the end of their swim session, which only takes like a little bit over a month. It's about like 6 to 8 weeks typically. So it's like a month and a half, or sorry, not a month and a half. Like, you know what I'm saying? A little over a month. Well, it's like a month and a half, 2 months, sometimes even in a month. So it all depends on the kid, you know, but, it's crazy because we're able to, so it's like, yo, like we can save people's lives by doing this. So we kind of came up with that idea, and as we're like getting it ready and perfecting technique and just kind of like honing our craft, I start working at Staples. My homegirl hooks me up with a job, and like it was cool because all my friends worked there, and it was just a fun time, you know. And like at the same time, I was starting this business on the side, and so this is 2008. We get started in 2008, and it was November. No, yeah, it was November 2008, and I had like just like fully healed back up from my broken neck, and I just started like kind of like exercising a little more and started like, you know, like really like living life again, and so I'm like working this business on the side. So I'm working at Staples, and I'm trying to start this business on the side. And it's like, it's fucking hard, man. Like it's hard to paint a picture of what I really do without you like being there and seeing from like beginning to end, you know, and like how deep this is and how like emotional it is for parents. And then like at the end, like, like how much fear we push through as a team, you know, and then at the end, like your kid has life-saving skills and the family has peace of mind. And it's fucking incredible. So like, that's what we do. And it's called Fin to Swim. So what we do is like, just fucking teach babies how to swim and save their lives, help adults overcome their lifelong fears. And you know what I'm saying? That's what we do, and provide peace of mind to families. And it's like, yo, I fucking love this, man. So I've been doing that for the past 11 years now, because it's 2020 right now. It's December 2020. So it's been, damn, I didn't even realize an anniversary of it just happened. Yeah, that makes 11 years. So, fuck, man. You know, wait, is that math even right? Hold on, I'm tripping. From 2020 to 2020 minus 2008. Oh, 12 years. Holy shit, it's been 12 years. I'm tripping. Yo, it's been 12 years. I've been doing this for 12 years now. I can confidently say I'm a master at my craft when it comes to teaching babies and teaching people how to swim and overcome fears. I remember I didn't learn how to swim till I was like 11 or 12 years old. So I can actively remember what it's like being afraid to swim or to jump in the deep end or to like trust that I can float or stuff like that, you know? So now what I do is like, we've slowly been evolving the business just over time, you know, and my mom actually retired last year. So it's actually just me now. And, I've just been developing and trying to shape this in a way that works best for me. You know, I'm like, I know this is dope as fuck what I'm doing, but there's like gotta be a better way where I could reach more people and do this in like an easier way. So what I'm doing is a lot of times is, I'll sell swim packages, and it's like, it just makes it hassle free, you know? And it's like, yo, you just pay this once and you don't ever have to worry about charging it this and that every month, week, whatever. And it's like, because I know how long it takes, we can sell that, we can sell that package, and then we can sell it with a couple extra weeks on it to like, just to teach some skills out, or just to keep the skills fresh, or refreshers, or, however you want to call it, maintenance classes. Um, and so that's what we do now. And what I'm looking to do is just kind of shift that to really higher end clients and higher end packaging. I'm just now kind of learning about all this, like I've been in business for 12 years and I still don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I don't know anything about business. I don't know anything about anything, honestly, but like, no, it's not true. I know some shit about shit. But I'll never pretend to know something that I don't know. That's one thing you guys can always like trust from me. Excuse me. So like, yeah, dude, it's pretty trippy. I think that let me think. So how do we catch up all of that to like where we're at now? I would say that like, why? So this is kind of funny. I'll go into my ego real quick. I'm big on jumping into like some really deep shit sometimes. I'm definitely like old school, like don't fuck with me. At the same time, I'm like, yo, I love you. I got love for everybody. I even got love all tatted on my face, in case you're wondering. For those of you watching video, what that says. And yes, I tattooed my face without a SoundCloud career. Wait, this might be found on SoundCloud, so shit. Where was I going with that, dude? I'm tripping. Oh, so like, I'm into spiritual shit. I'm into fucking plant medicines. I'm into meditation. I'm into just fucking whatever scares me, do that. And this podcast scares the shit out of me. Every time before I get on camera, I freak the fuck out. And so I've done things like go to the middle of the jungle in Peru, in the middle of the fucking Amazon, like 5 hours deep into the Amazon jungle, and like worked with tribes and shamans. And I have family out there, you know what I'm saying? Like those people are my family. And where we just would do crazy fasts and do ceremonies, ayahuasca ceremonies. You know what I'm saying? I'm super into that. I believe that all these plant medicines are ancient technology, and it's a means of accessing certain information in a certain realm, and accessing certain energies and stuff like that. So you'll hear me dive into stuff like that. I'm not afraid to fucking sound crazy on some shit, but at the same time, I do like to explain like where I'm coming from with it. So you'll hear me talk about my ego or whatever, like how I'll come from my ego, or I'm coming from an authentic place. And it's like, I believe that like those are two definite places that we can come from. And I'm a man of simplification. I always love to simplify, especially when it comes to ideas or my lifestyle or the way I think or what I believe. So what I've boiled it down to is like we either come from love or fear, and those are the only two places that I believe we can come from. Because I went back and did the math on my whole life. I was like, yo, if I apply coming from love or fear in every single thing that's ever happened in my life, I'm like, yeah, I can see how I was coming from love or a place of fear. And so where that leads me to is like, okay, so why do I think I'm cool? You know how people be like, oh, you think you're fucking cool, you know? Like, so that would be like the ego side of me, like why I think I'm even fucking cool at all, like what stroked my ego, you know what I'm saying? Like what made me think I'm fucking cool is like, I guess, being in business young, making money young, that made me think I was really fucking cool. I really wasn't making real money, because I'm still not making any fucking real money, but like, for a young, being young is like, yo, this is some fucking paper, dude. So like, well, shit, yeah, going from making like $175 a week to making like all of a sudden like 5,000 in a week, it was like, holy shit. And it wasn't consistent, but it was like here and there that would happen, and I'm like, yo, this is fucking sick. So so there was that. I had money. I could kind of just buy whatever I wanted, and then, or to a degree. And then I ended up dating this really hot older rich girl, and fuck, she was really hot. But that's besides the point. Well, no, it's not besides the point. This is what stroked my ego. She was super duper hot, super duper rich, and she was one of those like untouchable, like unicorn of a woman. Like my other friends would like female friends described her as like intimidatingly hot. Like she's intimidatingly gorgeous. And she'll let me drive around in her fucking brand new Beamer. I was driving a 7 Series Beamer or a brand new Escalade. Keep in mind they're not mine, but when I'm pulling up on my homie to buy a fucking sack, like, and I'm in a brand new Beamer and I got this fucking banging ass chick, it's like, uh, bro, like, yo, that business is good, huh? And it's funny because it's like, I'd be like, well, yeah. And I was like, well, shit, I'm selling weed and I'm fucking running this business. And, and oh, so like, so then I quit that department, that Staples job, like after I worked there for maybe like almost 2 years. I was like one of the longest jobs I had actually. So, I quit that eventually. I should get into that. That's pretty important. I was having fucking panic attacks. So much so like anxiety attacks, which would lead to panic attacks, and like the walls would start closing in on me, just be like, oh, and I would turn hot and I would turn red and I'll start fucking sweating. And like I'm just like super hot blooded naturally the way I am, I'm like my blood comes from Mongols and Vikings, like legitimately. So like I'm just hella hot blooded and like I don't have a hot temper, but I'm hot blooded for sure. And the fuck was I saying? I'm totally spacing out. I don't know. Fuck it. So okay, so like what was stroking my ego? So there was that, and I was making loot. I was fucking selling a good amount of weed at that time, back when it was still like super illegal. I could afford drinks whenever we'd go out. I could afford all of that. Oh, I was talking about having panic attack. This is important to add to the story. So when I'm working there, like at one point, eventually I was like, I freaked the fuck out. They were like, we have a mandatory meeting, and they called us into this fucking small ass room, and I'm just like, uh-oh. And the like, because the walls just start closing in on me, and I'm just like, like I thought I was gonna die, dude. Like I felt like I was in jail, and I fucking just start sweating and freaking out, and I fucking run out of the store. Oh, just to add to that, what I was gonna say was, you'll see in some of my interviews, I get nervous because it scares the shit out of me doing these interviews and being on film talking. It scares the fuck out of me. So you'll see there's a good handful of times where I start sweating or turning all red or like, and if you're watching the video, and that's what's going on. I'm like, something triggers me to where I'm like, oh no, like I feel like naked almost, Anyway, fuck, I keep forgetting what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, so I was having panic attacks. I freaked the fuck out. So I just left, and I didn't fucking talk to anybody until I eventually, they were like, okay, you can take a leave of absence, and fucking a hell amount of time went by. And I'm just like, nah, man, like I can't go back there. I just can't. So eventually, I didn't answer any calls from anybody. Like I just it was pretty fucked up. I burnt the whole place. I feel bad. Like I shouldn't have done that, but like at the same time, I couldn't fucking help it, dude. I was losing my shit. So a bunch of time goes by, maybe like a month or two, and I'm like, I have a choice here. Like I could either go back and do this job. I hate it. Like my friends had stopped working there. They had transferred out. We got put on different shifts. So like it just started to suck, I'm like, yo, like I'm only here for so long because my friends are here. And like, it was a trip, you know what I'm saying? So I hated working retail. I hated being told what to do. I hated being told when to be there. Like I would literally only get paid enough to drive home and back and eat maybe like 2 meals a week that cost like $10 maybe. Everything else I would have to pay like literally oftentimes my lunch when I was working there, or my whole meal for the day, would be like, I would go there, I'll get 1 chicken strip and 2 potato wedges, and it would cost me like $1.30. And then after work, I would go get like a chicken sandwich from Carl's Jr., and that would be like $1 something. And that was like all I could afford, And I hated it, man. I hated it. So that's when I was like, after I freaked out, I'm like, yo, dude, like I'm either gonna go full in with the swimming thing and just fully trust myself, start charging what I'm worth for this, and like just fucking go, just go, you know. So finally I man the fuck up and I'm like, you know what, fuck that, I'm not going back to that fucking job. I'm gonna do this shit. Excuse me. And so I'm like, yo, like fuck that. So um I just start grinding it out, and I start advertising, and I start fucking just telling everybody, finding kids, babies, going to every fucking Red Cross meeting I could go to, going to every fucking pool meeting, fucking whatever, symposium, you name it. Started going to all of these things, and like just started kind of making a presence, and like we kind of would come with this like purposeful presence, you know, like we would kind of be like the scary new guys where it's like, what the fuck are these guys doing? Because everybody in this is like older and like very reserved, and like I came in and would have like tattoos, and I would wear all black with white print, and it would just be like super intimidating looking, and like my hair looked different, I looked different, the way I talk was different, and it was like kind of like, yo, like what the fuck? And I was just doing it just to be like, yo, like I'm here, you know. It doesn't really mean anything other than like I'm here. So so going back to like why the fuck I think I was cool is because it's like I was doing all this, I was grinding, and I was fucking driving in these cool ass cars, dating the hottest fucking girl, you know. It was like having the girl of my dreams, and like it was just dope, you know. It's like I was just getting whatever I wanted, and like um you know, I had a dope ass motorcycle, fucking all this shit. um so oh shit. All right, so you know what? Um, our camera just kicked the bucket, but it's all good. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a break real quick and just kind of touch back on. We'll pick up on the story. Um, so we'll be right back. 1 second here. Oh, no, what? We'll be right back.